Well, well, well. What do we have here? A Q&A on a Saturday. Gosh dang it. Keep burping. Oh, amazing. I'm running low on disk space. I'll have you know that I'm not. I mean, I am, but I'm not. I don't know if anybody's gonna show up to this. So, I gotta find things to talk about in the meantime to keep this entertaining. If some rando decides to show up and be like, hey, what's this video? I should click on it. Keep you entertained long enough. I think I'm gonna rename this. There we go. Alright. I think best friends are stupid. I think it's a stupid concept. Don't you think so? Because you should. You should definitely think that. I'm gonna tell you how to think. That's what this is. No, just kidding. No, but seriously, about the best friends thing, I think it's stupid. I think it's really stupid. And I'll tell you why. Because, like, what's the point of having a singular best friend? Like, okay, you have a friend that you might hang out with more. Why call them your best friend? Isn't that weird? Is that not weird? I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but I think it's just a stupid concept. Like, let me think of a good example here. Oh, especially like this. Like, I don't think, like, you're, like, when people are, like, saying, like, stuff like, oh, I married my best friend. Like, no, you... That's stupid. You're not a best friend. You're married. That's your spouse. Like, I'm not saying you can't be friendly with each other. Like, obviously you love each other because you married each other, right? So, but why best friend? I think the title husband or wife very well encompasses that to where you don't need to say that they're your best friend. Like, it's just a stupid concept. Just like having saying like your mom or your dad is your best friend. Like, I understand like not being like certain people who aren't friendly with their parents because I don't know, maybe their parents were stupid or something. But like saying that they're your best friend because you get along like really well, I don't know, that's stupid. I wouldn't even say that you're your friends. They're your parents. You're gonna like them. What is it? Stockholm syndrome? That's what it is. You lived with them your whole life. Of course you're gonna enjoy them for the most part. Another stupid one is siblings. Your sibling is not your best friend. They're your sibling. These are all like givens. Like when you have a title, when you have an official title for what you are, you're no longer a best friend. Like, you're disqualified from that status, in my opinion. Like, you can no longer be a best friend if you are a sibling, a parent, a spouse, or a child. Those disqualify you from best friendship because it's kind of wrapped into the title. You're already heavily involved in these people's lives. I don't think you need to be given anything else here. I think it's just a stupid concept, all right? And that's the bottom line. That's what it is. And that's that. Great episode. Great Q&A here. I don't know that anybody is gonna show up to do this live, so I gotta keep thinking things to think. Yeah, best friends are stupid. It's so stupid, in fact, like, me and some of my friends, we joke about, like, that kind of thing. Like, there's this, my one friend is, we don't tend to hang out, like, a super lot, like, compared to some of my other friends, but, like, I call him my best friend somewhat jokingly because of the fact that we specifically hadn't hung out just the two of us together for, like, maybe ever. And then we did the one day, and I was like, oh, he's my best friend, yeah. And anyway, it was just funny, and now it's a running gag, like, because it's a stupid concept. Like, you can just go hang out with someone. Go hang out with your friends. They're your friends, alright? You don't have to have a best one. Like, if you feel like going hang out with that friend, go hang out with that friend. Best friends are stupid. That's my bottom line. Especially the marriage ones. That's just pathetic. And I'm taking a hardline stance on that, and that's my bottom line. I like saying things on the internet that I know are gonna come back eventually, and people are gonna say, like, you said this back then. This is what you said, and this is what you thought. I'm gonna be like, yes, it is. And I don't regret it. Yeah, I know I'm running low on disk space on this magical disk that you've created for yourself. I'm trying to set up my next stream while doing this on my other channel, which is probably a bad idea. Live reactions. There we go. And I will schedule that for 7 o'clock tonight. And that'll be ready whenever it's ready. Yeah, so that's my opinion. What else? What else is stupid? Stupid things. College is pretty stupid. I've been thinking about that one for a very long time. Is how stupid college is. And I continually feel more like I agree with that statement the older I get. The more I think it's pointless. I think that people just say, like, oh, you need college for some reason. Like, you literally get handed a piece of paper that says you have this degree now. And think about it, like, okay, you have that paper now, but what does that mean? It's just a certificate saying you studied about the subject. Anyone can do that. Anyone can become an expert on anything. You just go to a library. Why do we need certificates to tell you how talented you are about something? I think people need portfolios. I think that's what people need. I think people need to do things, go get some practice in volunteering doing something, and then they put a portfolio together of everything that they've worked on, and then they present that to future employers. Wouldn't that be so much easier? You just want a job, so you study for it on your own time while you're doing a minimum wage job, and then eventually you go and be like, listen, this is my portfolio of things I've done. Here you go. There you are. And then they're like, yeah, this looks good. I mean, essentially you're doing that either way. You're showing them I have a degree, but also, here's my resume. Here's all the things I've done outside of that. Why do you even need that? Why do you need to tell people? Best friends are stupid. There you go. I don't know if you caught the beginning of the stream, Sunbreaker, but I went off on that a good bit. But yeah. So college is, I think, a lot like best friends in that manner, where they're just titles slapped on knowledge. For like a degree is a title slapped on things that have been done, and the term best friend is just a slapping of the word best in front of friend. Like, it's both of these things seem unnecessary to me. But that's just the way things are, I guess, you know. People are apparently married. Waddy rants. Well, that's essentially what this is, I guess. Until more people come that I can have Q&As with, it's gonna be me ranting into thin air. But it's nice. It's peaceful. It's nice to have it to talk about random things I'm thinking about, like best friends being stupid and how college relates to that. I don't know. I think that college. I want to do a video on this eventually, and I'll probably do a specific video on this channel or stream where I talk specifically about why I hate college. And I think one of the big reasons I do is I think it was getting in the way of me learning. Yeah, and that sounds weird probably, but like, I think that it's easier for somebody to learn things that they want to learn. And I know that, like, oh, you can get a degree in something you enjoy. Yeah, well, everybody does that, don't they? Everybody naturally chooses a degree that they want to get. But I don't think that means... That means there's other courses, though, that you are required to take that have nothing to do with the subject. Why do those exist? Why do you need those courses? Why do you need, gen eds, general education, classes? I think they're stupid. Isn't that what high school's supposed to be? Why are we continuing high school into college and making you pay more money for it? We're learning pointless things in high school, and now we're paying money out of our pockets to learn things that we should have learned in high school in college. Read your question here. I can just imagine when you have money to hire an animator to animate a rant. That would be amazing. If I ever get good money on YouTube, I will definitely be paying animators to help make things a little more. Yes, I know I'm running low on disk space. Oh, you're studying math. Here is biology. Yeah, exactly. That's the point. That's the entire point. It's like, why study one thing when you're trying to learn something entirely different? I don't know. Seems stupid to me. That's why I wanna learn things like on my own. I wanna read books on my own, and I'm gonna be like, you know what, college? I don't want college. I need to learn math on my own. It's something that I actually don't want to learn, but I feel like I need to learn if I ever go back to college. Because I do want to go. I've been trying to learn Japanese for a little while now, probably about a solid 2 months, and I want to keep practicing that and getting better at that. But I need, for what I want to do, there's a program that you can actually go teach, help teach English in Japan. For like, you have to have a 4-year degree in college, though. And I've got 2 years under my belt, I think. Yeah, 2 years that count under my belt. So I want to, if I finish my degree, I'm going to need like another 2 years to wrap up that. And so, so I need a 2-year degree, so I'll probably go back for something like, music, art, something easy. Because I was going for business. I was going for entrepreneurship, which requires you to know math. And I don't know if you know anything about math, but if you don't like it, it's hard. If you don't understand one thing, you don't understand anything. All you need is a Fortnite montage. Maybe. My Fortnite videos don't get very good views. Actually, we can go through this real quick, because I want to look at this. And actually, let me pull it up here. I've got analytics. Yes, I do want to see the new. Oops, and now I done messed everything up. It's actually kind of surprising. I would think that a game like Fortnite would bring in more views, but which I think is everyone's initial reaction. But it doesn't. It really doesn't. Alright, let me pull up videos here. Oh, that one's not working. Something went wrong. I don't think they've perfected it. It is still in beta, this view. Get some cash rolling from ads. Oh, I wish. Okay, I can't view it in this mode. Give me 1 second, I'll go back to the old YouTube studio. And go to analytics, no, video manager. Here we go. I need to delete a bunch of these videos because of that weird glitch that happened earlier. Delete that one, that's a 1-second video. Delete this one, I'll talk more about this here in 1 minute. I can promote videos, so I could pay to have a video pushed to the top, like with ads. Like, it would be ads. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm gonna delete this. Oh gosh, this sucks. Delete. Alright, so Fortnite, the one I just did, because it had so many issues, is not doing well naturally. But, it had 6 views. And that was a 45-minute video of it being continuously good. Geometry Dash had 29. Doki Doki seems to do really well. Doki Doki and usually Geometry Dash. This Geometry Dash recently did not do that well. But Doki Doki 30 views. The one before that got, oh wow, did I take that many days off from Doki Doki? 51 views, and the Doki Doki before that, 77 views. People like Doki Doki Simulator. Simulator? Literature Club. I was thinking of something else. Um, yeah, that game does phenomenally well compared to other things. My reaction videos do pretty well. Excuse me. I'll go to my analytics here and I can see some of my top videos. But it is shocking. Surprising at the least. Top 10 videos. Huh. Is one of my top 10s. It's Simulacra Part 1. 2. Also top in the past month, I think. 28 days. The game with suicidal anime girls most popular. Hey, I guess it relates to the culture. That's so annoying. We'll talk about this in a second. After I read through some other stuff. What that beeping is. That ding-a-ding-ding. Why that's really annoying to me. Okay, Fortnite Season 4 first day, which is Fortnite number 16. It was almost 3 hours long, which is why it's on the top ones, but it only got 38 views. Then Doki Doki, Hey Monica, Doki Doki Literature Club, Requests, Geometry Dash, Fortnite. So I guess some of my Fortnite ones are up on top, but I feel like they're really long videos probably. 2 hours, yep. It takes longer form. Okay, the one was an hour, and the one just labeled Fortnite! Exclamation point. Put this on the front page and ship it out. What am I doing with my life? Is that comedy? Alright, that pinging noise. Let's get back to that, because that's super annoying to me right now. So I updated Windows, and I want to check, actually, if there's another update. Check for updates. Please and thank you. So I updated Windows the other day, and it made a partition drive. And if you don't know what that means, it split my hard drive into 2 pieces. So now there's an extra little drive that I don't know what it's for. It's just labeled disk F. Alright. And so my hard drive now has this disk F that has no space on it. And so every 2 seconds, it's like, hey, you have no room on your computer. And I'm like, I have plenty of room. You just made a disk that has no room. And now it beeps every 5 minutes. And I can't fix it. I Googled it a little bit, but I can't figure it out. Yeah, so that's incredibly annoying to me. I even open my files, go to this PC. Disk F. It has 38.5 megabytes free. Yeah, that's low space. Can I just turn off? Disk F is great. Wrong. Local disk F is bad. It's empty. It's an empty folder that's full. Please, somebody explain this to me. Look at this. I have even... Wait a minute. View. Hidden files are checked on. So if there was a hidden file, I could see it. So that's extremely annoying. I wish I could just make it disappear. Can it be a hidden drive? Unpopular opinions that should be popular. I've got 17 gigabytes left on my hard drive, my main one, because it's really small. I don't know anything I can do to fix that. Probably take them from my desktop and stuff. An empty folder that's full. How's that possible? You know what? Your guess is as good as mine. I'm guessing that it was a, when it updated, I was guessing it's a temporary file it made. Like a folder almost to make that, was there to install the new operating system on, and then install it, like download it onto this partition, and then install it onto the computer so you have the new operating system. But for some reason, it installed it on there, so it's kind of invisible, but it didn't get rid of it. It didn't hide the file or delete it. It was just kind of there. It's just sticking there. I'm going to Google this a little bit more. But yeah, so that's really annoying. Windows Update created a new drive. There we go. Windows 10 keeps creating a new partition after a big update. Yeah, that's the issue I'm having. I found this when trying to defragment my disk. Can you see the volume below created after my Windows 10 update? I do. I see that. Yeah, that's the issue I'm having. 450 megabyte partition. Is it okay? Nope. Now my Windows 10 version... could you give me a way to solve this problem? Okay, interesting enough. Anyway, let's not talk about computer issues. That's pretty boring, I would imagine. Things I want to do. I want to work on my manga still a little more. I've actually got the book sitting right next to me. I want to do that a little more. Oh, Baldi's Basics. I need to figure out how to get that first, actually, before... at some point. I'll play it right after the... What did I say I'd play it after? The live stream? The reaction video, probably? So at, like, around 8 o'clock? Maybe closer to... Yeah, 8 o'clock. I need to go to bed early. We're going to Comic-Con in the morning, in Philadelphia. It's called Wizard World, technically. And we're meeting some friends there, and in order to get there on time, because I'm like 2.5 hours away from Philadelphia, we have to leave at like, because the event starts at 10, we have to leave at like 7 a.m. from my house, which isn't too early, but it's early enough. And I had offered to make some onigiri, I guess is how you'd pronounce that, which is rice balls, for some friends who wanted to try some. I'm getting pretty good at it. I'd like to say I'm decent, but it takes a good half an hour to an hour to make them. So I need to wake up at like 5 a.m. because I need to get a shower. I need to make rice balls now, and I'll enjoy it. I'll just be tired, but I'm probably gonna go to bed at 10. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna go and do all that. Waddy Chef, yeah. If I had a nice kitchen, I'd do some videos. I don't though. I don't. Yeah. Anyway, got any questions, Q&A things? Feel free to ask me anything, whenever. Because that's what the gist of this is. If I ever think of any other reasons why best friends are stupid, the concept of it is stupid, I'll throw that out in the middle of this too. Let me think of something. I think it's extremely limiting, like to have to pick one of your friends to be your best friend, you know? I mean, if you've had a friend since like 7, 8 years, okay, that's one thing. I still wouldn't call them like your best friend. I'd call them my friend. I mean, when I was younger, I might have considered them a best friend, but then I realized how stupid it was. I think friends are stupid generally. I mean, it's nice to know people who can help you with things, who have their specialties that they're good at. I don't know. If you were to choose between keeping a best friend or, say, getting married, I mean, I would drop the best friend like it was nothing. I wouldn't hang out with them anymore. That's what I would do. I'd just be like, oh, you existed? Oh, sorry. That was a good memory. Oh my gosh. There are more important things in life. I think it'd be more interesting to have a family than to have friends to go hang out with whenever. Question, what was your best day? That's a good question. I've had a lot of really good days. I know. I know there was, okay, we're gonna delve into some more personal things here. I'm trying to think of favorite days I've ever had. I love going to Disney World whenever I get to go down to Florida. So I would say some of my favorite days are probably spending a day down there. Now, your feet get tired, you're sweaty, blah, 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 but it's fun. It's fun, especially if you go with family. Like, I've been with my cousins and my grandparents and stuff. Very fun. Now, I don't know that I would say that was my best day. I was at a concert of sorts. It's like a week-long concert for, it's like a Christian concert thing. It's called Creation. Um, Look it up if you feel free. But it's like a week-long concert thing where they have a bunch of Christian artists go and play music. I'd met this girl there through, oh, I can't remember. Oh, we were walking around. We were trying to find, one of my other friends had some friends who were camping somewhere on the site. And we were trying to look for them, but we were having a hard time. So we were asking some people for some help, and we came across these girls from New York. And we were like, hey, do you know where this campsite is? And they're like, oh, we think it's over here. They're like, we'll help you find it. And they stuck around, and then I think there were like 3 or 4 of us looking for this other people's campsite. And I think we invited them back to visit because they weren't with a group. They had just come by themselves. And, so anyway, we got talking, and me and this one girl actually got kind of close during the week. And it was one of the last big nights of shows. And it was really nice. We'd been talking for a while and junk, and obviously it had been like a week. But yeah, it was, I think, one of my favorite things because what had happened? Okay, so one of my favorite bands was playing Need to Breathe, and they were playing one of my favorite songs to wrap up the night, which is amazing. And I can't remember how it happened, but we ended up, like, we were holding hands, and she had rested her, like, head on my shoulder, and then right at the end of the show, they shot a bunch of fireworks, and it was just a nice night. It was nice. I liked that a lot. Yeah, so that has to be one of my favorite memories for sure. It was certainly nice. It was pleasant. You come across those certain days where you're like, this day is just a very good day. And I had one not long ago, but apparently it didn't make that big of an impact on me because I don't remember what it was. But I remember thinking, wow, this is good. This has been a good day. I like this day. And then I forgot completely about what it was. I think I left my window open. It smelled like gasoline in my basement that I rent. Yeah. I'm trying to think of any other good days I've had, like days that have been like so spectacular that you just kind of remember them forever. That's a tough one. But that day has definitely been like number 1 on my list for a while. Yeah. Gosh, don't want dead air. I gotta figure out something to say. It's always tough. Like, I guess days that you spend with your family are always nice, right? My worst memory was getting a wire stuck up my nose into my throat to check my sinuses when I was 11. That doesn't sound pleasant. That sounds bad. That sounds really bad. Worst days ever. Let's me think. Gosh. Worst day ever. The thing about worst days is I think your brain, like, ignores them. I think your brain can, like, sometimes pick days that you really disliked and is like, that's not a thing. That didn't exist. That's wrong. That's not right. And so it's like, blocks it out. So a lot of the more mediocre ones, I feel like I don't remember. I do remember... This isn't like a terrible thing, because I really don't care. I got embarrassed about it back then, but now I'm just like, whatever. I got, like, pantsed in, like, kindergarten. And later I was like, I don't really care. I don't remember if I was embarrassed in the moment. I really can't. But I told my friend, I was hanging from the monkey bars, alright? And, I told my friend, hey, go ahead and swing, like, grab my pants and swing, because I was like, I wasn't thinking or something, or I meant, like, grab my ankles. And he grabbed my pants and they just pulled down, you know. It really wasn't that Yeah, it's stuck in my memory from kindergarten. So I mean, it must have been an interesting memory. I must have been embarrassed by it if it's that if it's sticking in my head like that. Um, let's see. Yeah, what else? But I don't think I'm embarrassed about it. It's a 5-year-old, right? Oof, ouch. Oof, that's bad. Um, yeah, message retracted. Ooh, yeah. At least they're not popping up on the screen. That would have been immortalized right there. Yeah. I don't feel embarrassed about that now. I'm willing to walk around in my underwear almost anywhere. I only don't do it because of other people. I'm like, I feel like they wouldn't enjoy me walking around in my underwear. I don't feel embarrassment anymore. I do want to thin down, though. I feel like I put on weight. I ran a mile for the past 4 days in a row. And I'm going to keep bragging about that. That's a weird thing to say. Probably, yeah. And I want to keep doing that. I'm going to take the weekends off to relax because obviously your legs are going to get crazy tired if you don't. You're going to get really worn down without recovery days. So I'm taking Saturdays and Sundays off from running. And then I'm going to try to run a mile every day of the week. Weekends are a nice time to relax too. Like, you're already relaxing from work and potentially school. I think working out during those days gives you the structure you need. The form helps keep your life some things to do. And I mean, that might be a good reason to do it on the weekend. Maybe at least Saturday. I've got a lot of things that usually go on Sundays. They tend to be big days, which I hate because then it makes me feel like the day flies by really quick, and then the next day is Monday, and I'm like, oh well, back at it, you know. But this is just the things, you know. This is just the things. What am I talking about? Surprised nobody else showed up, but then again, they might not have notifications on for this channel. That's fine. I might wrap this up then. We've talked about a lot. Weekends are my only salvation unless I have a day off. Yeah, that's a fair excuse. Sometimes I work weekends if I've got a side job or something lined up that I can go do, make a little extra money. And that's nice. I mean, getting the extra money, but then you're like, ooh, excuse me. And you're like, oh, I could have spent this day doing something else. Oh, but you know, it is what it is. Should I shave for Comic-Con? I'm gonna be wearing a costume of a person who doesn't have a beard, but I have a beard. And I'm kind of thinking I should shave for that. But I was gonna grow it out until I hit 500 subs, and then I was gonna shave it down to a goatee. But now I'm conflicted, that's a better word. Interesting. I don't know. I think I may wrap this up here now. Live reactions at 7, so about half an hour. I'm gonna hang this thing up. I'm gonna hang it up like a phone. That's how things work. I'm sure you know. And then, I guess I'm going to lay out everything real quick about what I'm doing. So, no stream on Sunday. I will be gone all day for the Comic-Con. So, Monday will be the next stream day. I'll try to upload the schedule to Instagram if anyone has that. And then tonight, it's the live reactions at 7? Baldi's at 8-ish. Baldi's Basics. I gotta look that up. Baldi's Basics. Alright. And that's everything then. I'll see you guys over there. Goodbye.